Alright, we're gonna try this one more time. It come to my attention that the last video that I put up today earlier, a couple hours ago, actually the sound was off. I didn't check it before I uploaded it. I was kind of in a hurry. But I'm gonna try to hit the same points. Basically, it's that season again. It's hurricane season. The last 4 years, it seems like I've had to make a video like this, where there's been two other times that we have either been given mandatory evacuation orders, and one time we did, the other time I didn't, and we have come to be ordered once more for a mandatory evacuation in my area. Hurricane Dorian, which is down by Florida over the Bahamas right now, is supposed to turn north at some point, curve the coast and come up by us. If you don't know, don't keep up with the channel, I live in the little town right outside of Savannah, so we're a little bit more inland than Tybee Island and the other islands, but we are technically in Zone B of the evacuation. Everything east of Interstate 95 has been mandated to evacuate. We have decided not to go. Me and Mom are gonna stay here. We did evacuate for Matthew. Matthew was like my first hurricane as an adult. As a father and as a husband, I wasn't sure how to handle a situation like that. That was like the first hurricane that was supposed to cause problems. We probably did make the right decision, but I still came back to there being an issue with my electricity, and we're out of power kind of for a prolonged time after that until I could get an electrician to fix it. When Irma come around and we were told to evacuate, I decided to stay, and I felt like I made the right call. I usually follow my gut on these things, and so far it hasn't failed me. The evacuation order did get put out about 10:30 last night, and they're going to counterflow 16 starting tomorrow, I-16, to get everybody to where they can go north. But we are going to ride this one out. I do believe that between Matthew and Irma, most of the trees and stuff that were unstable have already done give way. I'm not worried too much about the main house. I think we're going to be safe. It's more of the aggravation and the loss of wages for this week, because it does not look like we will be working any this week. But yeah, most of all of Savannah and the islands, they're evacuating starting today, but they'll have it to where tomorrow they'll open all lanes of 16 going out of the Savannah area. So yeah, I think they're more worried about the storm surge and flooding. It's a king tide right now, which means that the water's higher than it normally would be. Times like this, there's already like Highway 80 going out to Tybee is usually flooded over just normally at this point. I'm still reserving, if this thing like does a different path or whatever, that we'll be ready to leave if necessary, but so far I feel like we're okay. Most of it has it. Supposedly it's going to take this northern turn and stay off the coast a little bit. You know, if it keeps going west for another 50 miles and it looks like it's going to be a high category 3 or above by the time it gets to us, then I should still have enough time to be able to safely get everybody together and get out of the storm's path. But as of right now, we are staying. We got enough stuff in the house to be able to sustain us for a little while. You know, the biggest thing that I think they're worried about right now is the flooding aspect. My house is not gonna flood. It's off the ground a good bit, and across the street where the gym and the recreation building is, they just got through redoing the irrigation and the drainage system over there, I think about a year ago. So I'm pretty confident in the fact that we shouldn't have any issues with that. The only thing that I am kind of stressed about, which would still be a stressful situation if we stayed or if we went, is the fact that if you don't follow the channel and you don't know, all of my personal stuff, my collectibles, my computers, my editing computers and all that are done out of 2 regular sheds that are in my backyard. That's where I'm sitting now. It's not in the main house. There's not enough room in the house. We have a really small house, and especially when my children were younger, they would get into my collectibles and stuff. So I ended up putting everything in the backyard to where I had like a private place to do YouTube videos and do other stuff and keep everything kind of safe. So depending on how strong the winds are or whatnot, I am kind of worried about all my stuff. There's not enough room in the house for me to like take the next 2 days to go take it and put it all in the house. So I'm just hoping for the best at this point. I know it's been a little while since I've made some videos. Don't worry, I have some videos shot. I just haven't had time to edit them down yet. One of my plans up before all this hurricane crap happened was that I was going to use the 3-day Labor Day weekend to edit those videos down, but we've had kind of a busy weekend with having to worry about Hurricane Dorian. Seems like this is becoming every year. It's more frequent. We went about, it felt like 25 years where hurricanes weren't even a big thing, and now it's like every season we're having to deal with this. If you look back on the YouTube channel, you know, it was this time of year I've got videos up where it's like, oh god, we got to evacuate again, or oh, we're in the path of the hurricane. So it kind of is what it is. But I do have other videos. Hopefully everything goes smooth, it doesn't become a huge thing. Hopefully we'll be alright. If we do have power loss for a little while, Justin's bought a generator and we will be going over to his house after the storm. So but yeah, I'm sorry I haven't been posting videos as much as I used to. Things have been a little stressful lately over the last few months, and I've had a lot of stuff I've had to deal with and take care of, and my anxiety has been pretty high. It's really high right now. But soon I do have some more content that I am going to be posting, hopefully. Right now it's been preparing for the worst, and hopefully everything turns out okay. Let me see. Most of all this stuff I've already went through on the other upload, and somebody made me aware that my audio was all messed up, and it's I've had to sit back down and hurry up and do this, so I apologize. The other video was put together a lot better, and my explanation for things and me explaining what's going on. You know, they called for a mandatory evacuation. If our evacuation zone, which is B in our area, it was any smaller or cut in half, I don't even think we would be in an evacuation zone. It's just that we happen to be on the side east of 95, which is only like 3 miles up that way. So I think we should be all right. I will try to do like I usually do and live stream as much of the storm as I can until we lose power, and record everything else. So in the next coming days, I should have some kind of content to show how bad it does get here, and then some kind of aftermath video. But yeah, so wish us luck, and hopefully everything turns out alright. If anything changes between now and then, I'll do an update video to this as soon as possible, but for now this is where we stand and this is what's going on. So we'll catch you soon, I hope, and hopefully this turns out for me to have just a legitimate reason to have cleaned up my backyard and throw away a bunch of shit that I didn't find it necessary to do before now. So I'll catch you hopefully soon. Have a good one.